let me buy your time, let me buy your attention. She says, uh, you say, her attitude is a little different. It's more difficult. It's like, hi, oh, what are you up to? And she starts giving you shit and she starts teasing you. And you're used to girls like this hitting on you right away. But instead, she's like, if you keep it really simple, what are you out doing today? You causing trouble? Oh, you look difficult. You look like you'd be difficult. You look like you like to cause trouble. And then she talks to you for a minute and then turns her back on you and rejects you a little bit. And she kind of teases you a little bit and walks away again. And there's this sense that, and I'm trying to get the sense of what she's doing, not literally what she's doing, but there's this sense of that she could take you or leave you. She's having fun with you, she's teasing you, but unlike the other girls, she doesn't need you. She needs nothing from you. Matter of fact, if you don't want to go out with her, she doesn't care. Wouldn't that one be more interesting? And that is, it's not that she doesn't care about you, it's that she doesn't care whether you like her back or not. And that's the part I want you to understand. She's very comfortable with you not liking her. Now, she's very comfortable with you rejecting her. So let's take an example of this. If a nice guy, let's just use eye contact for example. If a nice guy is really a guy that's not good with women, is really uncomfortable with women, he'll look her in the eyes and he'll probably get nervous every once in a while, look down because he doesn't want to get rejected, right? Who does that? Who looks away, darts away unintentionally, can't hold eye contact, or darts from eye to eye, left eye, right eye, and does it unconsciously and can't control it? Who in this group does that? Okay, good. Okay, there's a couple of you. Yeah, good. There we go. Now, imagine if you just look right at the left eye and you say hi and you hold that eye contact for a little bit and you enjoy it. Not if you hold it serious, that's challenging, but you hold it and enjoy it. And there's this sense that I'm looking into you a little bit. I'm curious about what you're feeling inside there. It's like the eye's the window, and there's some feelings behind the other side of those windows. I'm curious. And you're feeling a little warmth and tingle right here, maybe a little turn on down here. That's going to create tension. Men literally walking up and saying hi, and then smiling and looking at her and enjoying her for a second is going to create some tension. And that is powerful. And so if you think of it that way, left eye to left eye, her left eye. So reverse image. So if you think of it that way, that's powerful. Just saying hi and then holding the silence for a little bit, speaking a little slower, less nervous ticks. I used to love, and I've said this a million times, my default when I'd walk up to girls in bars, because I didn't know what to say, I was so bad at banter, I'd just walk up and say, you look like trouble. You're over here causing trouble. Oh, you're getting into trouble over here, I can tell. And I would just say that because it would create tension right away. Hey, trouble, what's up? And I would relax. I got to the point where I got even a little annoyed at myself saying it anymore because I'd said it so much. Even though it worked, I didn't want to do it anymore because, God damn it, I've said that one too much. And there was this sense that, but it worked because I was comfortable with it. I knew how to make it work. It was comfortable. It was easy. It was flowing. If I ever got really uncomfortable with it and I felt it was heavy, then it wouldn't work anymore because they're responding to the feeling in your body. So I've said stuff to girls, a lot of stuff. Say so just walk up. And maybe she's work. I remember a girl at a car wash once. I was just like, "Hey, what's up? How's your day going?" And she said something back, and I'd say, "Oh, that's awesome." And then I'd hold the tension, and she'd smile a little bit, say, "Yeah, I like your smile." I said, "You know what? I think I have a crush on you." And I just hold that tension right there. Yeah, definitely crushing on you. I think you have a crush on me, something like that. That's how it kind of went. And she laughed and giggled. And I said, and we played and flirted. And it's not that hard. Just, most of the time, I just ask a girl when I'm walking in a store, how's your day going? But I mean it because I create tension with it. I don't go, how's your day going as I'm pulling the groceries out of the basket or getting my coffee. I stop I look her in the eyes. I wait for her to look me dead in the eyes before I say a word. I'll just wait. They'll be, what's your order? And they're going this way and this way and this way. What's your order? And I'll just stop, wait. And I wait for her to finally stop doing all that, look me right in the eye and connect with me. And then I'll go, and then I'll say, so how's your day going? Or I'll go, and they're all telling my order, but I require them to look at me first, which puts me in control, doesn't it? And starts to create some tension. Then I slow down. I take my time. And yeah, there's always going to be that difficult one that everything doesn't work with, but a lot of them are really going to respond to that. And then you ask them a question. There was a girl just yesterday at this place I went to, and she had really good looking braids in her hair, like colored braids. And I just looked at her and I said, oh, I'd seen her before. I said, you changed your braids, and she's like, yeah, new color. And she goes, yeah, I said, I love to change my braids. So I could tell you're artistic, right? And she's like, yeah. And then we started to talk about art, and it was just right in there. And we just dove into that conversation very quickly. And she goes, yeah, I'm going to do it again soon. I said, oh, what color are you going to make it? And you see her, the tone, the way I'm saying it, the way I'm looking at her, I'm looking her dead in the eyes and I'm feeling for every little emotional shift and enjoying everyone. And she goes, I don't know. I'll probably decide when I go to do it. That's what I usually do. I'm thinking burgundy. I'm like, I like burgundy. Burgundy would look good on you. And I said, it's a color I really love, actually. And I could see it working. And she's like, really? And yeah. And then we started talking about something else. And I don't remember. She walked over and we sat down. Or she walked over to the other side of the counter and talked to me for like 5-10 minutes and stopped working, telling me about her art, telling me about her life. Why? Because I slowed down and I was present with her. I used to do a lot of really bantery stuff to get, and what I'm doing here is what I'm describing is cracking this bubble. The women are in their own little bubble, their world, and you got to kind of pop the bubble and make the bubble become the two of you to get her interested in talking to you. Otherwise, her world is going in that bubble all day long. And when you pop that bubble and get inside, then the bubble can start expand. And as long as you're grounding, opening, welcoming, curious, she can start to talk to you. Just practicing saying there's something about you. You're interesting. You know, tell me more about that. That's very interesting. And playing with that tension, and that's what I'm doing the whole time. I'm slowing down. I'm being present for the girl in front of her. I'm inviting her into my frame, as Jeremy just wrote. Yes. And um, and enjoying myself. And how do you maintain eye contact without being a creep? Somebody just wrote. That's very easy. I'm going to show the difference right now. If first off, I'm going to look at her eye to eye, and I'm going to relax all the way down the front of my body to the ground. And I'm going to feel my spine and my back. If I have the bulk of my feeling on my own body, noticing how my body's reacting to hers, the tension won't be too much. I can actually feel my heart open and connect to her deeper. I can feel my turn on kick up, and she can enjoy my eye contact. If the eye contact does for some reason happen to get to be a little too much, I can consciously kind of look away and look back. I can look down at her lips. I can look back, but I don't want to do this darting. No darting, just a conscious, like, yeah, interesting. And then they kind of go down and blush for a little bit, think, come back, and then continue with the curiosity or the turn on. But if I go up into my head like this, and I stop feeling my body and I put all my energy in my eyes, do you feel the difference? Who feels the difference of that? How much more intense it gets, how much more serious I feel, how scary I feel. Like, I'm going to do it again. It's like this. Hi. So what's your name? And do you feel the difference of that already? Yeah, you are not. I don't know what you mean by that one there, Jeremy. Maybe you're talking to somebody else. Belly tightness. Yep. I'm locking in right here, and I'm not letting the energy flow down the front of my body, and I start to push. The other one, I'm relaxed. I sit here, I enjoy my body, I enjoy the eye contact. I'm using myself right now. And I'm just like, hey, what's up? How you doing? And that's very different. Or, hey, what's up? How you doing? Look, your hair looks amazing today. What'd you do to it? Damn. And then it looks a lot better than the other color. I might even say that, this color is so much better on you. And why would I do that? because it implies to her, well, the other color wasn't that as good. That says I'm not afraid to also tell her when something doesn't look good. Or I might come in and say, this green looks all right, but that red you had last week, fucking sexy or sexy. Or you have a really creative vibe, don't you? You're super creative. What do you do? How'd you get into creativity? How'd you get into art? I've asked somebody that earlier today. Um, can you take it too far though? Sometimes the girl feels the energy too intensely and freaks out. Doesn't seem to happen to me. It happens when you're uncalibrated, but how are you going to get calibrated if you don't try, Peter? Are you Is it bad if you screw up, if you take it too far? I've taken it too far when I was learning and I learned. But if you err on the side of not far enough, then you're probably never going to learn. Now, I'm going to talk about banter for a minute. Pick one part and work on it at a time, Luis. Pick just your heart. Practice feeling your heart. Then practice feeling your stomach for 5 interactions. And practice feeling your legs for 5 interactions. Pick one part until it starts to become unconscious competence. Now, or you could just do a whole body meditation before you start approaching, and then stop every 5 approaches to do it again. That would be another interesting way. So I want to talk about banter for a minute. I remember the first time I ever started to learn to banter, and I went out to banter a lot. And I remember the very first round where I said, I'm going to tease a girl I don't know, and I'm going to see what happens. I was going to do a little bit of banter, teasing, and there's a difference between banter and cocky funny. And I went out to tease this girl, and I walked into any girl, actually. I was just looking for a semi cute girl, whatever. And I walked into an El Pollo Loco. For those of you who don't know, it's a chicken place out here in California. And I walked in, and there was this cute girl behind the counter. And she was fumbling around, and she was just trying to serve everybody and doing the work. And I was really nervous. I'd never done this. I never just teased. I was always just like, hi, how's your day going? And there's a big difference between how's your day going and nervously and looking her in the eyes, holding the tension and going, how's your day going? You having a good day? Oh, you look like you're having a bad day. Really bad day. You having a really bad day? No, good day. Good. You're not allowed to have a bad day. You know that. See, that's playing. This is banter. Now, what I did with her is I walked up and I said, I was really nervous. My heart was pounding a little bit because I was a super nice guy at this time. And she was just charged me, and she didn't have enough quarters to give me my change. And she had one of those plastic rolls of quarters, and she was trying to rip the plastic open, and it was stuck, right? And she's yanking on the plastic, and she's trying to get the quarters out, and they're sticking. And I was sitting there, and she's looking down like this, and I'm looking at her. She's trying to deal with the quarters down here. And I just said, come on, I don't have all day, I'm in a big hurry here. And I remember my heart was pounding and I was nervous. And she's like, I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry. I'll get him in a second. And then she looked up and she saw me doing this, smiling at her. And I don't remember if I winked like that or not. Sometimes I do that. And then her whole attitude changed. And she goes, well, maybe I just won't give you your change. She saw I was joking, and she started to play back immediately when she saw the subcommunication of my face. And then I don't remember what I said from there. I said something else back to her, and then she said something back to me. And then the first thing she did was she reached down, she grabbed a large drink. I didn't order a drink. And she put it in front of me and said, here, have a free drink. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I walked away. And I was like, wow, that was interesting. It's like, that's really fascinating to me. So then I came back and I continued to tease her. And the more I teased her, the more free drinks, free food I got, which was really interesting. And then the next thing you know, the more I was going in there, the more I was teasing all the girls. There was 3 girls in there in particular that I was teasing. And I was getting so much free food. It was kind of funny. And I started to think, this is like being a hot chick. Your ability as a man with playing with tension, cocky, funny, banter, teasing, playing, and staying relaxed in it is the same as having a hot body as a woman and knowing how to use your hot body. And that was the big breakthrough. And so I started to tease a lot. And I remember one time I went to the drive-thru and I ordered all this food because I was too lazy to go inside. And as I rolled up to the drive-through, the one of the girls that I always tease she was one of the managers there. I think she's assistant manager, and she handed it to me at the window, and she goes, "Here, just take it. It's free today." I just laughed, and I was like, "Okay, thanks," and I drove off. And I noticed this started happening more and more different places I went, and I realized the power of good, cocky, funny. Now, why don't I teach this stuff all the time? Because I started to, when I first started out, I started to teach a lot of techniques to develop cocky, funny, and banter skills. And they didn't work for people like they were working for me. They worked for some people. Some people were amazing at them, and other people, it pushed women away. What do you think the difference was? So I really had to dig at this and say, what is going on here? Why is it not working for some and other? And I could tell kind of what was going on, but I mean, what do you guys think? Banter shows a lot more than you have good social skills, but yes, it does show that too. Okay, so let me see. You're going so fast, I can't read them, guys. Different from outcome, that's a huge part of it. You're not worried about what she thinks of you, which makes you sexier because a woman doesn't want to think that you're going to just cater to her. That's huge. You can say no to her, you can tease her, you can give her a hard time, you can walk away from her. You can risk pissing her off by stepping into tension and it doesn't bother you. Okay, that's really good. Okay, let's go down to 40. Can't exactly like something about boobies there. I don't know. Okay, why am I going the wrong way? Okay, that's what's going on. Okay. Not connecting with the body. That's the last one I saw there, which is exactly right. So a lot of the clients didn't have this body-based awareness. I had some at the time. And what they would do is they'd do it all from their head. Instead of saying, dropping in, feeling their body, even though they're nervous and going, I don't have all day. You have to hurry up with those quarters. They would say something like, go up to their head, lock out of their body, tighten right in here in the throat, and tighten in the shoulders, and tighten to close the chest. I don't have all day. You're gonna have to hurry up with those quarters. And the girl looks up and they're like, "Oh fuck, this guy's pissed. Well, this guy's a dick," and that becomes a problem. And so I try to get them to calibrate because they couldn't feel their body. They wouldn't calibrate well. I'd say, go tell that girl she's trouble. Hi, you look like trouble. I'm like, no, 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 no. Go up and say it like you're having fun. Okay. You look like trouble. I mean, they sound exactly the same as last time. And I'd be like, you don't sound like you're having fun. Well, this isn't fun. I need to get girls. This is work. And I'm like, no, it's not. It's supposed to be fun. Do you guys getting the idea, the difference there? So then and then I'd go demonstrate. Hey, you guys look like, I just screwed it up myself. And then I'd go demonstrate and say, you guys look like trouble. And I'd smile and give them the little face, the little shy face. And the girls would be, hey, well, you look like trouble. And like, well, I am trouble. You don't even know how much trouble. And start to play, right? And I'd start to go from there. And I go back, now you do that. They go, you look like trouble. These guys couldn't even see the subcommunication. And that's why I started teaching primarily body embodiment. And what I found over the years with really good embodiment, you didn't need as much banter. Well, as a matter of fact, when your embodiment was solid, you could just walk up, look her in the eyes, hold that tension. Say, hey, what's up? How you doing? My name's Brian. I just want to say hi. I said, there's something about you. I'm very curious. And you pause, and that eye contact and the pause creates tension. Or you walk up into a store and you walk into the store and you're like, hey guys, how you guys doing today? You having a good time? How about you? You having a good time? Like I might say that to the whole room, like maybe 3 people behind the counter. Hey guys, you guys all having a good time? Yeah, awesome, nice. And then I look right at her. How about you? You having a good time today? There's tension in that. Good. You're required to have a good time. You're not allowed to be mad today. They're teasing in that. But if I said that serious, like, you guys all having a good time? Hey, how about you? You having a good time? There would be, you got that sub communication is everything. It's that calibration. That's why embodiment is so important. And as you get better at this, and this is the point I want to make, as you get better and better and better and better at this, it begins to flow naturally from you and you don't think about it. You just begin to say shit. Hey, what's up? and then you kind of wait and you see what comes to you, and something comes to you, and then you just say it. And that's why it's kind of hard for me to do here on the spot, because some of it is so simple. You guys, me demoing it without a girl here would be a problem. I'm going to get some girls here to demo this stuff so you can see it, because if I just did it without the girl here, it would look awkward. But in reality, when you see the girl here, you see I'm just doing little things like, shh, don't talk. No, shh, stop, shh, stop, shh. Yeah. You want to say something, don't you? And see, I could say that to a girl, simple. So you're being difficult right now. You know how difficult you're being? You know what? I like it when you're difficult. Be more difficult. Come on, you can do it. Be more difficult. Now I'm challenging her. You see what I'm doing? Yeah, your ass is amazing. I want to slap it. Mind if I slap your ass right now? You're a bad girl. Slap her ass. You're such a bad girl. And I can just play. And do you hear how there's a sense of enjoyment in when I do all of that kind of coming off my body, guys? It's really not that hard as long as you don't get reactive and you stay proactive. You don't have to be. Here's the funny part, guys. You don't have to be clever. And that got good. I'm glad you guys are noticing it. You don't have to be clever. It can be simple stuff, you know. You could just like even interrupting a girl, like she's telling the story, and be like, "So, whoa, slow down. You're going part do that part too fast. Tell me more about that." And leading the conversation a little bit. It shows interest, but it also shows you're not afraid to interrupt and redirect. Not doing it all the time, but on really good stuff. Like she's rushing through that. No, go back to that. You're not getting away from that. Tell me more about that. And then go back to it and lead her back. But you can't just do it with anything. You got to do it with stuff where you really feel it. And that's the hardest part. That's why you got to have the embodiment. As you learn to feel, the embodiment tells you when to interrupt, what to say, how to say it. So I want to go deeper into this concept. And I think I even might want to play with this a bit at the Art of Fearless Seduction, because it's so important. Learning to use banter in a calibrated, free flowing way where you're not thinking or teasing or tension. This is why I say tension, because you can use banter, but if you don't have the proper amount of calibrated tension, it's not going to do much. It's going to have a minimal effect. So it's going to have a minimal effect, and that's going to be a problem. And so you guys getting what I'm talking about? I can, when you said I can slap your ass right now, that I can enjoy saying to a woman. I could sense your enjoyment as you said it. Exactly. And that's what I'm trying to give you guys. It's an example of how I feel in my body versus just saying the words. I see so many people teach the words, but they don't teach the feeling. And the Attraction and Seduction Summit's coming up, guys. You can see the link in the video. But I remember one time my buddy Robbie, we were out. We owned half of the same company together at the time. And we went into this bar, and it was hilarious. And this just tells you how much you can get away with. Now, I don't want any of you doing this, but he did it by pure accident. And he walked up to this girl, and she was standing at the bar, and he goes, "Oh, I know that girl." And she thought it was a good friend of his. And he walked right over to her, swung his arm up and around, and whacked her right smack in the ass. And I watched him do this, and I laughed, thinking he knew the girl. And she turned around really fast, looked him in the eyes, and he didn't know her. And he goes, "Oh, I don't know you, do I?" And he smiled and turned a little red. And she goes, "No, you don't." And she knew what happened. And he goes, "Well, hi, my name's Robbie." And they got along so well because he grounded it so well and was so calm under the tension. He screwed up. He got embarrassed. He let her see it. He enjoyed it, but he didn't freak out. He didn't get reactive. And it worked. I mean, as far as I know, I think they dated. They were to get that bar for a while. I don't know, but fun stuff. And I remember telling a girl like simple things. Like I met this girl, Pam, really hot, sexy. She was a porn star actually. I was at a porn star party and she was really cute. And not that I go to them a lot, but I've been to a few. And I was flirting with her and she was giggly and funny. And I go, so what's your name? And she goes, and I think no, Pamela. And it was Pamela was her name. She said, Pamela. And I said, Pamela. That's a sex. I like that name. Actually, I knew a Pamela and I really liked her. So you're in good company. And then I said, but you don't ever go by Pam, do you? And she goes, no, why? And I go, because that's a terrible name. Don't ever go by Pam. Stick with Pamela. It's much better. And what does that imply when I say something like that? And she loved it, by the way. So at that point, I could see she was leaning in. She gave me her phone number. What am I doing when I say stuff like that? Because it's kind of cocky, but it's playful at the same time. It's a little bit of cocky funny, right? I'll come back to that in a minute, Jeremy. She, it tells her that I'm not afraid to make her mad. I'm not afraid to piss her off. And yes, Jeremy, people do. Some women will test you. You'll say stuff like that and they'll give you, oh, that's really rude. Like I sometimes like the name Pam and it'll either work or it won't. Let's put it this way. If I was to do something that's high risk, okay, let's put it another way. If I do something low risk that appeals to everybody, everybody might think it's nice, but nobody has an overwhelming response to it. Oh, that's nice. You know, I wear nice, bland, boring, clean cut clothes that kind of fit my body that's bought from this Target. Yeah, nice. He looks nice. Doesn't stand out at all, disappears into the background. Doesn't appeal to anybody. Now, I dress like a rocker, like full rock and roll, black tight pants. Maybe I grow my hair out really long. I have my shirt unbuttoned. I have tattoos all over. Now I stand out. And there are going to be women out there that will want nothing to do with that look. And that's like the stink eye. Yeah, not my type at all. But there's other women that are going to be hi, because now I'm marketing to an audience, and maybe I like rock and roll, so those are the women I want. And I'm marketing to an audience and I'm saying I am niching down to find the girls that like me. So if I come across and I'm like, hey, what's up? And I say something like I just said to Pam or Pamela, then what happens? The women that like my sense of humor, that can handle tension, that are playful, that are actually fun and not serious, are going to show up and flirt with me, or they're going to challenge me and then flirt with me. But the women who are super staunch and boring and super conservative are going to go away. And that's exactly what I want. And that's no skin off my back. And I think everybody should be that way. I'd love it when women are forward and honest and real with me because they owe me nothing and I owe them nothing. And the more honest and real we are right in the beginning, and I mean, stepping into tension, cocky, funny, direct, the more I can trust that girl. That's who she is. She's going to tell me the truth of what she feels. And the more I'm going to have fun with her because I don't take things that personal. And I'm going to be able to have a blast with this chick. And that's what I'm looking for. And so if you want to be vanilla boring guy, you're going to have to go on 10 dates. You're going to have to probably buy girls a lot of stuff. You know, that's what's going to happen, Jeremy. So, and Jesus fuck Brian, I've been doing marketing calls all week and now we're talking about choosing a niche again. Yeah, we're talking about a personality niche, a little different, some creative niche. Like if you look at Gianluca, anybody know who Gianluca is? Like the Italian guy with all the tats that's older. He's niche, man. He's got a niche personality and energy. Take Conor McGregor. There's character, there's personality, and they all step into tension. Gian steps into tension. Conor McGregor steps into tension. Think about all the people you find the most interesting. Name anybody that you find fascinating. They're not afraid to piss people off. They're not afraid to be forward, are they? They're not afraid to say what they feel. They're not afraid of somebody getting mad at them, are they? How many really self-made successful people do you know of that are worried about pissing people off? Can you guys name one? Can you name one that's worried about pissing people off? Jim Carrey pisses people off all the time. You know, I guarantee you to be a good CEO, you're going to piss people off. That's just the way it goes. So that's the way life goes, guys. If you want to blend in and be a bland meal that nobody cares about, that's who you are. So again, yeah, girls will give you the stink eye. And some of them will give you the stink eye. You'll handle it and ground it well. You'll laugh at them, and then you'll walk away from it, and they'll get turned on by it because you grounded it so well. Not walk away from it. You'll just kind of ground it out, and they'll get turned on. That's happened to me many times. So I walked up to this one girl on in New York, and I just walked up next to her and said, "Damn, you're the cutest girl I've seen all day." And I just walk up, start walking with her down the street, and she goes, "Cute? That's like a puppy dog. Girls don't want to be called cute." But I could feel it. She connected with me immediately, started leaning in, and she was waiting to see what I got. It's like, what else you got? She said, I just challenged you back. What are you going to do with it? We're playing poker now. Game on. That's what I heard. And that's the point I want to make is it's not what you say. It's that you say something and how you handle the response to what you say. You say something that causes a little tension, and then it's how you handle the response, how you ground it, how you play with it, how you dance with it that is so important. And that is what makes everything work. If you can handle tension coming at you and ground it and play with it, you can actually get turned on by it. You can invite it, then you can bring it. But if you can't handle tension coming at you, you can't bring it. And yeah, again, there are going to be people out there that don't agree. Maybe this girl normally loves tension, but today she had a really bad day. So she got fired from her job. She lost her boyfriend, and you came up at the wrong time. Matter of fact, anything you said might have pissed her off, even if you were super nice. Matter of fact, some of the people that get girls to be the pissiest at them, Jeremy, are the nice guys. Nice guys walk up and try to be so nice and get rid of so much tension, and the girls just get annoyed by them because they're not being men. Men aren't supposed to be afraid of tension. They're not supposed to be afraid of pissing people off. And those girls just get in, like they just want to kind of tear at you and poke at you. And I've seen that a lot too, because they're trying to unconsciously wake you up, make you men again. Okay, let me look at a couple more of these comments. What if challenging a woman's choice is how she likes to be called is not authentic to my personality? What if challenging women for fun just isn't my thing? Does it? No, I didn't say you had to challenge. You could be tension. You could be tension. You can walk up and say, you know what? I just had to come over here and say it very slowly and say, you're damn sexy. I really wanted to meet you. Or there's something about you. Or hi, I just had to meet you. You don't have to give a compliment. Hi, I just wanted to come over here and meet you. What's your name? And hold that tension and ground that space. That's another way you can do it. And I get the feeling most of the time when guys say what you say, Jeremy, though, they have a lot of nice guy syndrome. So read No More Mr. Nice Guy if you haven't read it. It might help you a lot. I used to have a lot of nice guy stuff. And so I hated that stuff back then. And now I realize I was in a prison of fear of, but tension in general. You can be nice, you can be direct, you can be forward. Direct is awesome, especially as you get more grounded, more solid, and you have less nervous tics. Direct works really well. But when you have a lot of nervous tics, direct doesn't work very well. How to handle if you get a snap in the face or some screaming or harassment? It doesn't happen. A snap in the face, like a slap. I've never been slapped in my life, and I've never had a student slap. So the odds of that seem relatively radically low. Not, I mean, if you're going up and screaming at girls or getting angry at girls or attacking girls, but no. I've never had screaming. I've never had anybody say harassment. So I don't know what you're talking about, Alexander. Have you had that? And you would have to have some really interesting energy, I think, to create that possibility. I've read it 3 times. The Way of the Superior Man. Yeah. So practice just being direct, then, Jeremy. But if you're afraid of shit, which I get the feeling you are, that is an indicator of nice guy. And you can be tension where you're complimentary and direct, but really solid and grounded. That's another way to do it. Okay, guys. So I've shared a lot here today. Um, I want to check in with you guys. This was fun. Are you guys getting a lot out of this talk? Good, 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 good. Now, what I want to ask you guys to do is I'm going to go take some questions. Before I do, I want to do a little commercial. We got the seminar coming up in Miami, which I can't wait to get out there and enjoy it with you guys. I love Miami, as you guys know. And we've got a few live tickets left. How many tickets do we have left, Cairo?
We have 12
12
tickets.
seats.
12 tickets. Okay. 12 tickets left. I thought we only had 10 last week.
No, it was 14 last week.
Oh, 14. So we're down to 12. And then we have also online tickets. So I'm sure we've sold a lot of online tickets. We don't need to count that number. So if you guys want to do it online, you can do it online. If you want to be live, you can come down and do it live. We're out of VIPs, right, guys?
Yeah, VIP sold out.
Okay, awesome. So I want you all to do me a favor. If you really enjoyed this call, click on the link, check out the event, consider coming out live, hanging out with me live, hanging out with the staff live, hanging out with the other coaches live, because, honestly, it's a great chance to get out, have fun, enjoy the sun, enjoy the beach, enjoy the beautiful women, and just have a good time, guys. You think about it. Miami is a beautiful, beautiful place. And how many of you have been stuck inside forever? How many of you guys have been really stuck inside and haven't really been out going doing stuff? And Miami lets you go out. You can go out and have some fun there. And we all have a really good time together. We did an event there a few months back and it was awesome. Everybody loved it. So I look forward to having as many of you there as we can. It is a limited venue. So next year, we're going to probably expand this stuff out quite a bit. 3 hours, there you go. So it's an easy drive for you from Orlando. I need to go visit Orlando. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll come out early this trip and stay with my friend. He has a little place with an extra bedroom. And maybe I'll do some coffee shop meetups with some of you guys too, or travel over to Orlando, things like that. But we create a lot of value, guys, for anybody that's been to these events. So it's going to be an awesome, awesome event. You're going to learn a lot more about flow and communication. So, I already got my ticket. Nice. I love that. Okay. So let's step in a little deeper. Let's take some questions and go from there. Gabriel Z. That's a long one, Gabriel. You couldn't have shortened that? It's because it takes a lot of time to read these out loud and kind of takes, let's see. Hey, Brian, what do you think about semen retention? Because every time I try for 30 to 90 days, I notice that women are more attracted to me. They look at me more, smile at me, send me messages, approach me, and other signs of sexual interest that you teach. I'm just kind of reading through it really fast. Okay. I'll just say this about semen retention. Semen retention has a lot of value. I know Steve Pickus was big into it. He's an old friend of mine. If you can, or he used to tell guys not to masturbate, not necessarily semen retention. Semen retention, basically. And it does, I believe that it builds up your turn on. It helps you to stop avoiding nervous energy, because a lot of guys masturbate to avoid nervous energy because they're not comfortable feeling their turn on. They're not comfortable feeling the buildup of their turn on. And it really forces you to face some stuff and get present. And that's what makes girls love guys that are present, and then guys that can feel their turn on, guys that are letting their turn on out. So yeah, go for it, man. And let that build up. Women feel it on you, and I think it's a great practice. You don't have to do it all the time, maybe once a month, but if you can, some guys only ejaculate when they're having sex. I know that Robert Glover ejaculates maybe once a month with his partner. Otherwise, he doesn't even come during sex, because in that way he has sex with his girl every day, and he's in his 60s, and him and his wife have sex every single day of the week, because he doesn't, and so there is a sense of coming through your spine instead of your cock and giving you more energy. And that's a big thing that happens too with time. So, awesome. RJ, hey, Brian, question. How do you apply all these things in an online speed dating event where you have 5 to 8 minutes to speak to spark that attraction? 5 to 8 minutes is a long time, dude. It's really simple. Like, you starts with the eye contact and the grounded, relaxed energy and the presence. And if you do that, and she feels you, it's going to be game on. And then it only takes like a thing or two. It doesn't take much. I mean, to me, that seems like a really long time, 5 to 8 minutes. Like, hi, what's your name? And then you hold and you look into her eyes and you feel that tension. This is for me to explain your answer. I feel like you almost need to come to an event and do some eye contact with women because you're missing something. You're not really holding the eye contact. You're probably thinking. And if you think while doing the eye contact, you won't feel all the depth of feeling that goes into that eye contact and how powerful it is and how much it flows. Okay. So, so kind of let that sit in. That's very powerful to realize. And I don't know what you mean by through the camera. No, I mean at a live event, like where you can actually work with a woman. You can kind of do it through a camera too, but you can definitely do it through a camera too. Actually, I've done it, but I mean, in a live event, I can teach a lot of stuff. You can see a lot of stuff. Yeah, I get it. But once you get it, the virtual online stuff becomes easier. Anything becomes easier. You can feel the woman more because she can feel you get present. She can feel you enjoy her. She can feel you get turned on by her. It's all a feeling in your body. When you're looking at this is the best way to put it, RJ. When you're looking at the women, do you enjoy the feeling in their bodies that it's creating in your body? Do you get turned on? Does your heart open? Can you feel their emotions? Are you pausing? Are you rushing? Are you worrying about what to say? Are you just enjoying them and letting it come out? Are you just laughing and having a good time? Are you trying to get somewhere, make something happen? So that's what I want you to get. So think about that a minute. You should be enjoying her and feeling her emotions, taking your time. It's not about quantity. It's about quality. Say way less. Here, focus when you're doing the speed dating on feeling her more, feeling more emotions and saying way less. And give yourself a certain amount of women, like 10 women before you even calibrate how well you're doing. Because the first few are probably going to suck because you're going to be figuring it out. Okay, Boulevard. Brian, other than grounding, do you use other methods to relax into tension? Yeah, ground and then accept the tension of the moment. You got to accept it, Try just saying yes to the tension. Okay, anything you feel around you, any resistance, say, can I say yes to that? Can I say yes to that? Can I just relax? Even if your body's going, no, can I say yes to the no? If your body's going, fuck that person, can I say yes to that? And then just relax into that. Okay, Liam. Brian, I've noticed that I'm really good off the bat with women. I'm in a relationship right now. Good. I notice I'm a nice guy, but I feel like I'm needy and chasey when she's here, even through sex. And when she goes, it gets intense, and my energy is with her. Seems like. Could you do a guided release to help this nice guy thing? Well, that's not what this call's about. So maybe we could do a call just on some guided releases maybe next week or something. I kind of want to either that or I want to dig deeper into this tension element and use this more as an introduction. So we'll see. But I believe, do we have any guided releasing out there that you guys know of and any videos that he can go play with? Because we're an hour into the call already. So if you guys know, it'd be really good if you linked them, Jonathan or Cairo. That would be good. Or if there's a product or something with a bunch of releases. Okay. Gerald, I have no idea how to move things sexually. What are some exercise meditations to get me out of the fear of touch and sex? You got to work a little bit at a time. So when I was first terrified of sex and touch, what I would do, and this was my little routine, and it's kind of a routine, is I would be talking to the girls, and I was really good at massage. I learned to massage well. So I say, hey, first I'd massage their hand. Let me see your hand. I just say that. Let me see your hand. See, look. And I'd say that. And I'd say, and I've even said to girls, yeah, honestly, I like to massage people. I feel like it makes better connection and I'm good at massage. Let me see your hand. Or then I turn them around. I start massaging their shoulders. And if they were really receptive to the shoulder massage, then I'd lean in a little closer. If they're really receptive to that, eventually I would kiss them from behind. If they're really receptive to that, I'd turn them around and kiss them. And that worked really well. The full body scan is in the link there, so you can check that out, Liam, to help you get down to your body. And so that helped a lot. Learning to feel your turn on and removing all the shame off your turn on is really big too. So rocking your hips, moving your hips, exploring your hips, doing a lot of work in that area. So, we had a product on that. We've had to remove it. We will probably bring it back in another form. But what you're talking about there is a whole nother topic, not related to today's topics. That's all I can really say about it right now. That would be another video for another Thursday where I could go deeper into that and really talk up that too. So we got several topics we can talk about. We can talk about doing some releases on feeling comfortable in your body with nice guy, releases on nice guy syndrome. We could talk about going deeper into this cocky funny element, and we could talk about some exercises for turn on. Now, one more thing I wanted to talk about. We talked a lot about cocky funny today. There is another side for all you guys out there. There's the rapport side. Some guys are more like deep stories and rapport and tell me more about your life. And that works too. It's harder to get the door open with that, but it does with some girls. Some girls really love that. Some girls need a little humor before they'll open the door, and then they'll go there right away. Some girls like a lot of that. Some girls don't, and party girls want all humor, teasing, banter, attention, kind of guiding, leading energy all the time. So it just depends on the type of girls you want to date too. I love dating deep girls. I love the humor too, but deep girls that can have a deep, real conversation. They're awesome. But oftentimes to meet them, I start with a little tension, and then I always bring back the tension here and there and tease them a little bit, give them a hard time, and then go back into another deep story, deep conversation. So that's really important too. Awesome, guys. Have you been following Mark Iron, Landon? Have you checked him out? I was chatting with him today. No, nothing's set up. That'll be. I haven't had a conversation with him since the last call. But I will be having a conversation with him probably within a week or so, and then I'll start talking about setting something up. So yeah, he's a super technical guy, but he's a cool dude. He's helped me with a lot of stuff. So if you ever contact him, tell him I sent you. Okay, I'm not sure what we're talking about here. I see some stuff going on. Okay, guys. So with that said, I hope you guys had a good call. Did you guys enjoy the call today? You guys get the ideas, concepts, principles? Yeah, awesome. Awesome. I enjoyed it too. Okay, guys, I'm going to let you guys go. I got a beautiful dinner being cooked for me. I'm going to go enjoy it. We're going to make some delicious meat tonight. You know, I'm a carnivore, so it's always meat. And relax and enjoy ourselves. And maybe we'll get back on here. We'll have another call coming up. I don't know if we're gonna have something Friday. We'll definitely have something Sunday. And with that said, remember to check out the Attraction and Seduction Summit if you haven't already, or just sign up, guys. Just come. You know it's going to be awesome. You know it's going to be a lot of value. You know you're going to learn a lot there. So to make sure to check and click on that link now. And with that said, I'm going to let you guys go. You guys were awesome. I had a great time working with you guys. And I'll talk to you guys later. Take care. Have a beautiful night.